Oh, we're going right now. Huh.
Yeah, that's how we work it, right?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, that's always a surprise to everyone, but most of all us.
We do this thing where we sit down and we start talking about stuff.
Yeah.
And we're like, this is good stuff. We should save this for the podcast.
Yeah. You call it a podcast. You sit down.
It's more like an audio file that we upload to the internet.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what other name we should give it. Oh, the recycle bin, maybe.
Okay.
Like it should go in the trash, but we accidentally uploaded it.
Oh, yeah. Like there's two icons. One of them is YouTube. The other one is the recycling bin.
Recycling bin.
And you misdrag
every
it.
time.
I'm potentially the least requested guest on this show.
We're all
I think
here.
so.
I mean,
You know who the most requested guest on the show is?
After Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, it's got to be like Mark Rober.
NileRed, and he's never here, so
yeah. The only reason people listen to this is
isn't he part of the show?
He's in Canada and he's been flying back to America less. I think.
Also, we killed him. We slit his throat and drained his blood out into a sink, and then we cut him up and had him for breakfast.
People still listen though because they think that he at some point is going to.
They think there's a tiny chance that one of these days the thumbnail will be a fake out, and they're gonna click it, and Nigel's gonna be here.
Should I call Nigel?
No, it's like way late for him right now, isn't it? No, he stays up late.
Yeah, he stays up late. What if I just call him and he says, and then I hang up? I hang up as soon as he answers.
We just admitted to murdering
he
him.
says hi, and then we hang up. Okay.
We call him
the Patreon.
We prank call Nigel.
Yeah.
You go to
Patreon.com
safety3rd.onion
/the yard.
And you can see us crank call NileRed.
Download Tor browser to watch.
That's worth money. That is worth money.
Today's very special guest on the very special episode of Safety Third Podcast is a member of a podcast far more popular than the Safety Third Podcast.
Only if you measure it with numbers.
Today's guest is a whole other podcast called The Yard.
I like a Russian doll. They all start coming out of me. I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Who are you guys?
Oh God,
ooh, that's deep.
we met once at a monster truck rally. That's correct.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
I know you
been
from
in your house.
shooting.
Were you living at the house?
Shooting. I was. I know you from
I've been in
shooting
your house.
the sketch with Ludwig,
Time Machine.
where you built a clone.
Yeah. Oh, Clone Machine. That's what
Right.
I also call it Time Machine. We just met.
Yeah, we just
This
met
is Alan.
about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh,
And I warned you about the armrest having a
cool.
stabby
You guys
thing.
make stuff, right?
Yeah, sort of. We
Well,
used to.
sometimes we break it.
In order to make something, first
Yeah.
you have to break it down and then rebuild it.
That's beautiful.
Right.
Thank you.
I wikied you guys the show.
Oh, okay.
I know all you guys. I wikied the show before I came.
Okay.
But
And
there's a safety.
There's a
third
lot
wiki?
more,
Is there actually?
or there's like a
Fan
description, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And
I hope that was us.
Is it like a warning? Like, don't watch this shit?
and there's a lot more names of guys than guys in this room, and I'd like an explanation.
Names of guys. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think some of the listings include like Peter.
Can you
Schiphol
Google
and
who is on
Nigel
Safety
and-
Third podcast?
Yeah, the real answer is.
Oh, I'm like sweating right
Oh yeah,
now.
William Osman, NileRed, the backyard scientist, Alan Pan, and a couple other YouTube quote scientists.
Quote scientists.
Wow.
So that's what I read, and I'm like, damn, a lot of people. It's gonna be a big old podcast, a lot of people on it. And here I am on the yard in 10 years.
Yeah. Oh, the yard 10 years
Once
ago.
the apocalypse happens and
Yeah.
we're in a shipping container.
We were very ambitious. We were young and naive.
Right.
Last
Ludwig,
year, wait, how
Ludwig
long?
didn't survive.
This
Yeah.
podcast has actually been going on for like a while now. Like a couple years now.
Actually, we could probably use this to fix
Basically,
the
what
chair.
happened is we started with like five or six people at the same time. Then we
Okay.
realized it was a bit too much.
Do they all live here?
No, that's the other problem.
It was a remote show.
It was a remote show.
Mm.
And we didn't want to do a remote show because we saw all the people with in-person shows being more successful. And we're like, that's the
Yeah, it
problem.
turns out there's there's more to it than just that.
But what happened is the people that like regularly came on to the show,
Mhm.
that kind of just became the show. If that makes sense. So it was me, Alan,
Oh,
Kevin.
I see. So you
and
had
Nigel.
guests, but then it was just
Yes.
like,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
So like some of the other YouTube scientists sort of would just less frequently be available to do it.
I consider myself somewhat of a YouTube scientist
Yeah.
in that I just like watch a lot of YouTube.
That's who?
Yeah, no, that counts.
Yeah.
Which Mark
Basically.
Rober is Mark Rober, isn't it?
I watch Mark Rober only on my couch with the YouTube TV app.
Okay.
So like if I'm hanging out with like my girlfriend, I'm like, oh, it's new Mark Roberg, and she's like one of the few she knows. So she's like, woo!
It's like, oh, the handsome
nice.
side.
We watch him like
the one who's good,
the good
one who makes good videos.
He like eats Nerf bullets or something. I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't really know what he makes.
the scientist without quotes around it.
Yeah. Dude, we talked to Hank Green today, and I had so many science questions for him.
What'd you ask?
Whoa.
When did this come out? Oh, okay. So that's great because our turnaround is 2 days. So
wow.
Record Monday, release Wednesday.
Man.
That's the secret to a successful podcast. We got to have tight turnaround.
We've had podcasts like turn around after like 4 months.
That's
We've also probably had one that turns around after 4 hours.
But you know what? That's
those are stressful.
That's beast mode. I think that checks out. That's cool. So we one we asked him if he was circumcised. That was awesome.
I think they accidentally cut his whole penis off, right?
Yeah.
He's like super circumcised.
They were like, all right, so John Green, we've put your penis back on, and he's like, I'm Hank Green. He's like, oh no.
Well, John Green's penis is twice as long.
Wait a minute. Who's driving the boat? So we one of the funny things was I told
Which is your favorite
him,
vlog brother?
Which vlog brother do you think has the bigger penis?
The one who didn't get half it cut off.
I'm gonna say my favorite vlog brother is Hank Green because
John.
because I've met him.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
I've never met John.
But if you meet John, then
but you guys know about the do you guys know about the taste of cock Tumblr post?
No, but I feel like we're about to learn.
Yeah. I would love to learn more about
John
the taste
Green
of cock.
So back on you guys have been on the internet for a while.
The fault in my cock.
Tumblr, much like old Twitter, used to have a feature where if someone made a post, you could like reblog, but like you could edit what they actually wrote.
Okay, right.
And so someone did that with John Green and wrote like a whole thing about how like they love the smell of balls and the taste of cock. And shortly after that, we learned from Hank, not because of that, which is a myth that he was strongly advocating against. Shortly after that, Tumblr changed how the website worked.
So you couldn't make it.
So you couldn't edit people's.
And that's bullshit.
And Slime was just like, your brother is the balls smell great guy, which I thought was amazing.
Well, I feel like that one. We've got a podcast with Tom Scott that I titled "Torturing Tom Scott for 50 Minutes." I think maybe you could borrow that title. It sounds like you might have actually tortured Hank Green for.
Yeah. I think we really put him through it.
Wow.
And then I said I had a fun idea where we would find a Kahoot online. You know Kahoot? It's like in school they use it to like play, like do quizzes on the board. I was like, I looked for a Kahoot online from like an elementary science school class, and I thought maybe we could like 4v1 see if we could beat you in a science quiz. But it was actually a Kahoot I made the day before. So questions 1 or 2 are like very normal, and then question 3 it says discuss, and it's pregnant Sonic in Mario. And then
something that Hank is not well versed.
And then like the answer curricula is like it's a scale of 1 to 10. So we tried to like keep a straight face, like, oh man, I think this is like what 8 or 9. The answer 6. We're like, oh fuck.
So you're saying this is the only episode you'll ever do with Hank?
Yeah, we basically like severed ties with VidCon.
That's good.
Yeah,
it was worth it. That's worth it.
I don't know. Have we done any of those with the guest is never coming back?
Probably. I feel like there's Jorvan.
Oh,
he just
Jorvan.
didn't want to get into it about DigiKey.
We were just bullying him because he worked for DigiKey.
Yeah. But I mean,
we should have gone harder.
They deserved it. They deserve every bit of it.
We didn't go hard enough.
I think that's why our podcast doesn't do well, is we don't bully people enough.
Yeah.
We got to make some changes, boys.
No, I can.
Starting with you.
I can be your blood boy. You need that?
Yeah, but we got to prepare for it.
Whipping boy, whipping.
Yeah, I was like, you hook me up to all you guys. I keep you alive forever.
Oh, okay, yeah. Blood bag.
Yeah.
So before we started the podcast, we were talking about bidets, and I think that's a topic that I've wanted to talk about for a long time.
Really?
Because
haven't we?
Because I've never wanted to talk about bidets.
It must have come up. I feel like we've definitely mentioned.
I think you have espoused the virtues of the bidet
again. Well, we should do it again.
Yeah, we're doing it again.
Can I? You guys are makers.
Yeah,
makers on YouTube.
Sure.
Can I run an idea by you guys? Because I feel like I'm in the presence of.
Yeah.
Maker gods.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
this is like
like Shark Tank.
Sharks, fellow sharks.
Yes.
Yeah.
we call it the septic tank, though.
Bidet, carbonated water.
Oh, that would feel
flavored?
so
Like,
refreshing.
Flavored could be an add-on that you can like pay for. It's
okay.
Yeah.
I love that if you
like
a little
citrus moon,
like a Keurig cartridge, you put it in there. You're like,
yep.
If
now,
you like, if
now
the
it's
high
like
pressure's too high and it
poopery.
goes up your butt and the gas expands, you get like CO2 farts.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Only high pressure.
It's the like LaCroix limoncello scented farts.
I think using low pressure on a bidet is like the bowling bumpers of taking a shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
You are a
I'm not
baby.
brave enough.
Yeah.
You are a baby,
Nope.
and you need to grow up.
We had this idea to have a crowd control bidet where they could aim. Like you have a camera that films your butt, but then because you can't broadcast that to Twitch, you have a computer track everything.
It's
and
like
then
the carnival game where you shoot the hole.
Make it look like the
Right.
Death Star or
So
something.
it
and you've
generates
gotta-
an image that it then streams to Twitch, and so they have to aim at like the like the maybe it's like a starfish, like a dark starfish or something. They have
Some
to, like,
nice graphic overlaid.
and they have to like change the position of the water turret.
Yeah.
And so you can have like Twitch cleans my ass.
Dude,
It's like, oh, watch out! It's firing a missile. Take it out.
You just hear like the screaming in the background.
you're fed the audio from the room. It's like, the audio choices for this game are really interesting.
Mhm.
Woo!
What's the power wash simulator?
Yeah.
You could a mod.
Oh yeah.
You know.
The asshole edition,
Yeah.
bidet edition.
That's beast.
So the carbonation, is that to help clean it? Is that to sort of help?
Yeah, it's more of
remove
like a
this?
vibe thing. It's like,
Oh,
it's more
okay.
of like
How did you come up with this idea?
Man, I don't know. It's just like how do I come up with any idea?
I mean, I feel the same way.
I just sort of search.
You're
But
like-
also the
you're like-
company, it's like weird. It's like
You're drinking
search.
a soda water and it kind of, you know, when it burns a
It's
little
like, what
bit
does this do to
sometimes?
my ass?
You're like, what?
Yeah.
I wonder if
Yeah.
this make my ass burn too.
Wow.
Just burping and being like, I have an idea.
Carbonated bidet water is I guess someone's tweeted it before.
3 years ago on
and
Reddit.
/r/crazy ideas. Carbonated bidet water.
Wait, click it.
You know, the cosmic
wait.
bookshelf
No, click the other
is
one.
full of.
Oh, it's deleted. That one. The crazy ideas. Oh, they deleted their post. Why?
Coward.
It was a great idea.
Well, it's because
Coward.
of my patent. I actually
Yeah.
I
No,
wanted
no,
to
that's
approach you
fine,
guys
that's
with
You would start deleting
an
all
idea I'm
these.
halfway through finishing.
Fizz in your biz.
Okay.
Fizz in your bed.
There you go.
I think that guy
That's
deserves the death penalty.
tagline.
One button for carbonated water when you're feeling frisky.
One to add a touch of menthol to cool things down.
Oh,
One
so
for a
good.
puff of warm air to dry things off, and one for a dusting of baby powder to keep the bum fresh.
Why do they write like
Obviously.
They're an
Reddit.
artist.
that? They're writing like a Yelp review.
It's Reddit.
Perrier for your derriere.
Oh, that's good.
Perrier.
Perrier.
Okay, I have a sorry, new idea.
I don't think I could ever go
new
back.
maker idea.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We install a gun
Yes.
Okay.
on every computer in America.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking good
And
so
if you
far.
make a bad Reddit post, it kills you.
That's
It's installed. It's actually just, it's like kind of an airbag. It's like a low profile thing in the monitor.
it's powered by Reddit
Yeah.
Gold.
You get like you get one down vote.
Yeah,
It's
it's done
over.
for yeah.
Yep.
It's just like there's like a steel plate at the center of every computer monitor with like a single BB and an explosive charge.
Yeah,
behind
like an
it.
airbag, like detonator back there.
Wait, that's a great idea. A computer monitor that executes you.
Every Intel would die in 3 days.
yeah.
That'd be
I like
awesome.
it. I think that's a good pitch. I would like
Yeah.
to fund this idea.
Okay.
I have maybe $20, maybe $40 in my wallet. Is that enough to get started for a 55% stake?
50, you want more than me?
Yes.
I think we could build it for
For
$20.
it's $40. Take it or
Wait,
leave
is
it.
it
We're gonna be
is it
doing all the
55
hard
out of
work.
100?
Yes.
Ah.
It's 55 out of 60, actually.
Okay. That's harder to sell.
This is like a classic garage startup. You know, every big company started in a garage.
Yeah.
How many have started in a dumpster, though? In a dumpster set.
None. No successful ones.
Will, tell me about the bidet. I'm sorry. I feel like I rained
Yeah,
on.
we have to talk about the bidet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brought it up.
I feel like you guys have sort of a bidet thing going,
Swipe it is.
and it's
I say we, but
Wait, what is that?
so Ludwig made a bidet company.
Mhm.
No way.
I mean, sorry,
Mhm.
Ludwig's company sells a bidet product
Huh.
I didn't know that.
called swipe.gg.
Similar to like
I think it's a website.
cheese product, dessert product.
Bro's typing bidet into Google.
There we go. Bidet.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
came up.
Ludwig created this.
He engineered the bidet.
Yeah, it's water from France.
Okay, so it's a DRM cartridge system.
I don't watch anime. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like printer ink.
I
where
took that
if
photo.
It's not.
Did you really?
It's not
HP
It looks
water
great.
out.
The
It's
swipe
so
bidet won't
futuristic.
let your toilet flush if you don't have any swipe water cartridges in the machine.
So is this an attachable thing or
This
a
is
whole...
it replaces the seat.
Oh,
And then
that's cool.
It's powered by your wall.
So why a bidet?
Because toilet paper, and anyone who disagrees, is probably the grossest solution.
Yeah.
Like anyone who says spraying water on your butt is gross, like do you not clean your ass in the shower? We've definitely talked about this before.
Yeah, are you getting flashbacks
I'm getting
now?
flashbacks
You're getting
now.
flashbacks.
It's like
but
there's
no,
like the 3 neurons.
It's still true. It's still 100% true that a bidet, it is. I can't think of an equivalent that'd be life changing for like.
I got you. You know how cavemen used to wear leaves as underwear?
Oh yeah. I've seen the
That's what
paintings.
wiping your ass is.
Leaves.
You could just wear MeUndies or whatever.
It's your Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well just wipe your ass with your underwear, which is half the time when you.
That's a good idea. Underwear that you use to wipe your ass is disposable.
What if it's got like a little rotating thing of paper? You can rotate the fabric and it's clean, and then you wipe and you rotate it again.
I could be a maker YouTuber. This shit's so easy.
Nice. You want to just pitch us ideas?
Dude, yeah.
What else you got?
See, I wish you guys were my friends instead. I feel like it'd be like easy to buy you guys like Christmas gifts and shit.
Yeah, I want a monitor with a gun in it.
Yeah, I want a $20 gift card for Amazon.
I want a carbonated bidet.
Yeah, wait, I want a $20 Amazon gift card, but it'd be funny if you spent all but 15 or wait, all but 5. What's the worst? $1?
Yeah, leave $1.
Yeah, leave $1 on it. All right, what's your next one? You got
my next idea?
Yeah, or
I mean,
anything?
Am I doing all this for free?
You could just pick 2 random words.
I feel like I'm sort of like selling my ideas for free, which is like kind of a weird feeling.
No, we're offering money for them, just not a lot.
Right.
Okay, I actually just got an idea randomly.
Yeah. What's the idea?
Yeah. So,
is it an armrest?
So it's called a chair.
It's
called a chair.
Break?
And it functions. Well, the thing is that I've broken every chair on our show that I've ever sat in, and everyone calls me. Lard ass, big guy, big ass.
My God, you guys' show sounds so fun.
We went all the way to Italy. We went all the way to Italy to record a fucking episode, which is not the title of the thing. It's actually a sentence I'm just saying right now. And I sat in a chair and immediately broke it.
In Italy?
In a new country.
How hard do you sit down when you sit in chairs?
See, I respect you saying that because you understand velocity as part of the equation.
Yeah,
you understand that it's not just my sheer mass.
Yeah, it's not just the huge amount of weight.
It's how fast your ass is.
How fast it's going.
Cheap.
They should call you fast ass.
They shouldn't. No, they should just call me my name. I sit down pretty quick. You know what it is? I think I am so lazy that when I sit, I don't even use my legs.
It's just like dead weight.
I allow life to take me down.
Does your butt weighs too much? Your legs can't hold it up. And then it's
the
like,
pressure feels good on his ass.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, cool. I get to collapse now. That's what a chair is in my life. I just don't have to walk anymore.
So when you say break,
I break it.
You mean like complete?
So we have these all of our chairs on our show are like vintage, like found in a junkyard, cool, like old lawn chairs.
Right.
So the metal is like really weak at this point. So I sat down.
Weighed less back
the
then.
metal just snapped in half multiple times.
You got skewered by it yet?
We got them welded, fixed. Because I don't ever want to change our chairs. I like them so much.
You bought old crappy chairs that are falling apart,
right?
And then you paid a welder to come in and put them back together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I respect that.
I understand.
I thought you guys. Would,
I do.
No, I'm sorry. You tell me you tell me what you would do.
Yeah,
I would leave it like this. I would leave it like this, and
the
then
solution right here. It gets left like
some
that.
Some gaffer tape.
And it didn't work.
You tried fixing it.
I put
though.
a screw in.
You tried
twice.
fixing it.
It broke in a
We're
different
makers,
place
not
the
fixers.
second time.
That's so cool.
I
just wish you guys were my friends. Life would be so much cooler.
Reinforce it with this arm, but I can't get it off the wall.
Yeah, that's screwed in.
I mean, I could,
The bolt's
but
too big.
So you got like a set designer for this?
No, we did it.
Can you tell? Can you? I know it
I'm taking
looks
that as a
really,
compliment.
really designed, but we actually did not hire anyone.
We
to
made.
think of this.
I made the walls.
Oh, I love the goatsy danger open hole.
There you go.
That was one of the only brain blasts I've ever had in my life.
That's amazing. Oh, you made that?
I was in Japan, yeah, and I was just like, I had this like, what about we were thinking like danger signs, and I was like, what if it's like danger open hole, and it was just like something. There was just things connecting in my brain, and it was that.
That's awesome. Ludwig bought an esports team, and on an older episode, we pitched him the idea of calling it.
We should get one of those.
Goats esports.
That is what's holding us back.
Goats
we don't have an esports.
Dude, that is so good. That's good on so many
levels.
levels.
And the team logo would be a goat, and it's like ripping its like chest open like Superman.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Did that actually happen?
No.
Okay, can we do that?
He called it Moist Muggles.
That's not fun.
Don't you guys are starting to understand.
Why doesn't he listen to you?
You guys are starting to understand why I need new friends.
Yeah. What is this?
And a new podcast.
We'll do 100%. We'll do it.
There's something wrong with me, and I would immediately have chosen that name. I would have said, yes, that's the name. I would have signed legally binding contracts, and it would have been
It sells
Go
itself.
See Sports.
I am now the new owner of Safety Third Podcast.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I will follow you to the end of the earth.
How much money do we owe you?
I'll just take a room here if that's true.
Yeah, there's actually no money. Somehow it all got spent on a trip we're taking to New Zealand pretty soon.
Yeah.
And it's not even because we splurged on first class.
No.
We're literally taking like regular economy.
Mhm.
And it's just gone.
Oh God,
it's
there'd be
gone.
like people
No,
there.
I mean, you'd think that oh, we spent all of our money on travel. You'd think it would be cool. Like, oh, well, it's because we got the first class tickets and the hotel.
Have you
and
looked how much first class tickets cost? It's
Oh
not
my God.
double the price. It's not triple.
Yeah.
They're
It's 10x.
actually
It's
like
10x.
10 times the price.
Yeah.
It's
Like
actually
30 grand.
insane. Why would you ever pay that? Unless how much money you have to pay for a first class ticket like that? Like, that's crazy.
I've done it before.
You bought it?
I've done it before.
For what?
We went on we recorded the podcast in it was either Italy or
Did the
Australia.
podcast pay for it though?
Yeah,
That's different.
that's my money.
Yeah. Fuck.
Well, yeah, it's
Kind
still
of.
because technically, if we hadn't
If
paid
it's
for
in
the
that
New
bank
Zealand,
account
we
or
would have
mine,
gotten
it's still
dispersed
my money.
You just get
the
less.
money in the thing.
Like we all four of us own the company,
Mm.
so if it's a fourth of my money.
We don't make any money for paying us to even be a prom. We just spend it all.
Technically, Buddy's supposed to get paid, and I don't think he's even been paid.
Because we spent all the money on New Zealand.
That was the barter, right?
Yeah.
The idea was we were going to hire Buddy so that we would have more of these come out so that we could afford to pay ourselves.
Mm.
And then instead of paying Buddy or any of us, we spent all the money on New Zealand.
Would you work for a month for a free trip to New Zealand?
No.
Why are you laughing
No.
at the audio's
You're
not
asking
happening?
me?
Wait,
No, just
I
in
am.
general.
Oh my God.
No, my battery in my mic died. Getting me more batteries.
Aren't you guys like rich YouTubers?
No.
What?
No.
You have like 8 tractors.
You don't have
Oh, they're the shittiest old tractors you can buy on Facebook.
Yeah, it's like
Marketplace.
my yachts. Yeah, they're
All
old.
his assets are tied up in tractors.
Yeah.
I don't have
He's
any
cash
liquid
poor
money.
What
now,
I do,
yeah.
I go on Facebook
Liquid
Marketplace
cash.
Yeah.
and I offer them like half of what they're asking,
Right.
and 90% of the time they say no.
Okay. Right. Because it's a bad deal.
But sometimes they say yes.
Okay. Cool.
And that's why I buy.
So you're a businessman.
yeah, I'm
too.
a businessman, and I buy shit that's broken.
Buddy,
and
can I
then-
get that gaff tape? I'm gonna fix this chair. The thing
No
you already tried
way.
to-
You
the
literally
trap
can't.
fix.
It's actually impossible.
There's a
there
screw
a
in there.
stick?
There's wood glue.
Is there a- we need
we
to
tried
affirm.
everything.
Dude, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rip
I
the
have
bone off the
fixed-
wall.
Don't rip the
Oh
bone
my
off the
God,
more
things
shit
are
than you can
happening.
imagine
Things are
with gaff
moving. This is
Oh, wait.
incredible.
Wait,
This
I
is
found
an
something to fix it.
actual, like life-changing situation going on right now,
I got
right
this.
here.
Oh, dude,
what
the
do we
3D
have?
printer.
What do you got in the
I'm
back?
pulling the
It's-
steel
it's
rod.
finally
Oh,
coming-
you're gonna reinforce it? You're gonna make a composite material
It's
Here.
a piece out of
with
this
a
3D
part,
printer.
part of a
Well-
3D printer. Wow, that's gonna
fuck
be
is
pretty
that?
strong. That's part of a 3D printer.
Give me those motors when you're done.
And then, yep, there we go. We're gonna get some of these steel rods. That's
I'm
that's
ripping
very
this
hard
3D printer
steel.
apart like a freaking squirrel getting shredded.
And
by
then
a
it's
hawk.
gonna be you're gonna do like a splint kind of a situation.
I'm just gonna do it for you.
Well, you do yours, and then we'll reinforce it.
Oh
Once-
my God.
Yeah, yeah. So
Do it
this
on the
is gonna
bottom.
Be actually now the
Do
strongest
it on the
part
bottom.
of this
It's
chair.
gonna hurt your elbow.
Oh, you're so fucking true.
Everyone
Wow.
here is a goddamn genius.
This is
Except
incredible.
Alan. Alan hasn't contributed
I am
anything.
not
to
doing
this.
shit. All
I
I'm
got-
doing
I got
is
a bunch.
watching and talking about this because some people don't watch this. They listen to it. So right now,
Alan's like the 5th guy on a Caltrans team, just watching them dig the hole.
it's worth every penny.
The chair on the excavation.
They are
Yeah.
taping a metal rod.
Yeah,
from a
good job
3D
digging,
printer
boys. Oh, you're so
onto
sweaty
this
and hot.
chair arm right now, and it's never going to break. Never ever again.
This is
Alan-
what we
It's
call-
literally steel.
So this is what we call the foundation.
Alan-
Boys, a little bit
yeah.
about engineering. So this
Yeah.
is called the foundation.
Ah, yes, the
Right.
And
foundation.
we're gonna go in. We're gonna build the structure now.
Yeah.
Very good. Very
Strong
yes.
foundation is
Alan, I have never seen a stronger foundation
Yeah.
before.
No,
These boys
I
are
haven't
going at
either.
it.
Yeah, this is incredible.
Actually, this
All right,
is,
he's ripping
You
off
guys should
another
have
piece of
me
tape
at
right now.
Open Sauce.
Another
Yeah,
piece of
you
tape
can
about
come.
I can
24
come.
inches
Come to
long.
Open sauce.
This is gaff tape. It's
You got any
expensive.
money you wanna
That
invest in
piece of
Open
gaff
Sauce?
tape
Oh,
alone
yeah.
is
It's a
probably
very
about
big
55
piece of gaff
cents.
tape,
you spent
but
it all on
it's
first
still.
class
I think
tickets.
it's money well spent, Kevin. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. Right, you are, Alan. This is looking very good. Look at how he overlaps those consecutive layers.
Oh.
Like
What?
There wasn't that you gotta do more
You
tape on the
break
back
it?
side. No, it's close. We're close.
It came off the thing.
It's wrapped up like Mike Tyson before a big fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see that the arm rest is in one piece, but now it's
I think
flexible.
It's very flexible.
I can't get the tape through here because you're so close to me.
I'm sure Nick, as a scientist, would call that.
As a fellow scientist,
he would refer to that as a compliant mechanism.
Fellow scientist,
Yeah.
There's molecules that are happening, which is part of this.
There definitely are.
And many findings and various hypothesi.
Yeah, some peer reviews
or the
going
molecules
on.
here in the room with
Some,
me right now.
What do the journals say
myth-busting.
about the chair?
They say it's inconclusive.
Wait.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Fixed it. Look at that. Hardened steel 3D printing rod. That
How's
I
that
knew
feel?
keeping that printer that somebody sent me 4 years ago would come in handy one day.
Featured creators, only you guys.
You said you want the separate
Oh
motors?
my god, yeah, it's just the three of us.
It's like a.
There's got to be more
You guys just have
people
loot.
confirmed than
By
that
now.
at this point.
Thank you so much for sending me that 3D printer. It's now part of this $50 Amazon chair.
That's actually fixed. That works.
You guys, what kind of you guys do all the events that like the Ludwig slap thing?
Yeah, so it's kind of
and...
kind of a confusing operation on the outside, but there's three companies.
Mm-hmm.
There's Mogul Moves, which is Ludwig's company. It handles like Ludwig affairs and YouTube videos and stuff. The company he started to try to become like a bigger online creator.
Mm-hmm.
There's Yard Work, which is the company that owns the yard.
That's a fun name.
We do all cute landscapers or employees and stuff. It's all cute. And then Off Brand, which is Ludwig and a few of his friends' side venture that is now become his main venture, which is a events company for YouTubers and streamers.
Mm-hmm. So my competition.
Your competition. Which, as an inside man,
right,
who's getting a lot of intel, you're a step ahead, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is Off Brand. This is our
wow.
So is this like who did the chess boxing thing?
Yeah.
Okay, I was there.
We did chess
great.
boxing. We did.
We're all dead, huh?
So there was this. I don't know if are you guys into esports at all?
No.
I mean, I would
only
be if there was.
sports.
I was gonna say like I could be into esports if there was a team that I felt like I would.
There used to be a company called Beyond the Summit that did esports events called the Summits, and it was like it used to run out of a house.
Yeah,
and basically they would take like the 16 best gamers of a certain esport, invite them all to this house, and do like an invite only tournament. And it got a lot of popular in like originally in like Dota and Counter-Strike, and then eventually did a bunch of other games. I used to work there, and so did Slime, who's on our show. And the company ended up later, like last year, going under after like 10 years, and then Off Brand now is that team.
Okay,
so that team like joined.
So
Ludwig.
kind of swooped in.
Yeah, it kind of swooped in and was like, "Hey, don't go yet.
Right,
one last hurrah."
Yeah, we can make this work. We know how to do it.
So all of
Andreas was so good.
Yeah, what stuff have they done recently? I went to
we did the dodgeball tournament.
Okay.
We did. The
chess boxing.
We did Ludwig Tarek Valorant Invitational.
You can say stuff and just say not to. Did
you see Doug's thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Doug randomizer event.
That's a lot of production work to do,
and then we handle a lot of like the pre-recorded stuff too. So like if you saw like the Ludwig Marvel thing,
right,
like the Ludwig hacker thing, that was
okay. You ever consider doing like a live kind of convention, but for maker YouTubers and like some people in sort of the science building space engineering sort of a thing?
Like a handsome Mark Rober.
No, that sounds kind of nerdy. I think we probably passed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no one's gonna be interested in that.
Have you guys thought of I'm gonna enhance your whole event? Ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Girls get in free.
Interesting. I think it would
there would be literally no change in the demo.
Yeah.
It's like no.
Okay, wait. What about girls get $50 food and drink ticket if they come in? It's free and they get $50 worth of free food and drink.
It's so weird. All the women are afraid to come now.
Yeah,
it was neutral before, and now they're
like absolutely not.
We're surveying a lot of fear among women.
Before they didn't know about it. Now they're actively avoiding it.
Do we need to up the coupon more? $200 of free drinks if you're a woman.
Oh man.
Yeah, it is. It does swing heavily male.
No, but that's like cool.
I mean, that's that couldn't be our fault. Like we're not purposefully doing it.
Do you know what the demographics are? Because I think it was probably pretty good.
It was better. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
like 80, 20.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the actual breakdown was, but yeah, no, it was. I can't imagine doing multiple events because just the one is like bad.
Like, it's stressful. Yeah. Right now I think I can talk about it. We're developing a game show right now. That's like a pretty enormous project.
Yeah.
It's like a season long.
Hmm.
So a lot of my time right now is being spent there. Cause like my background is like video stuff, like directing and stuff. So I usually am most involved in pre-recorded elements of events. So like for chess boxing, there was interviews with like every fighter. That was like me. So like not like only me, but like that's like the stuff that I would be responsible for like handling. Yeah, those were shot. I don't even know if anyone remembers these, but they played on the screen at the event. We shot them in the hotel room at the event. That was like the size of the whole hotel room was like the size of a closet.
Like this.
Yeah, and all of our gear had to fit in there. It was 13 floors up. And we had to turn around 16 interviews the night before because we didn't have the people from the fight until that day.
Oh, right.
So
really,
there was 16 interviews turned around overnight.
It's hard to wrangle YouTubers and streamers.
It's the single worst thing.
Who's harder to wrangle, streamers or YouTubers?
Streamers.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Streamers.
I don't
they
know
have, like,
why
no
that
free
feels
time.
right, but it feels right.
This is my breakdown. YouTubers are people who had an idea and wanted to show people.
Yeah.
Streamers are people who did not want to have a job.
Yeah.
And got really lucky.
Yeah.
And whether or not they have talent, I don't give a shit. All of them are in the category of like, I just didn't want to have a job and I turned my camera on and maybe I was in the right Among Us place in the right time and here I am.
Okay.
So working with them,
So
some
they
of them are
think that-
amazing and
so
some
they
of them
think-
are just like still children.
Wow.
And
So they think that whole strategy of just like not wanting to do anything works great for them because
it literally does because like streaming is really interesting. Like your time converts directly to money. Like when you go live, you are making money. When you don't go live, you are no longer making money. Like a YouTuber's different, right? Your time in has leverage. Like you make a video that continues
it makes
on,
no money,
and then you work on something else.
No money.
Yeah, then you get DMCA, then you kill yourself.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's the pipeline.
So for streamers, it's like in their brain, they've been coded. One, they have like a dopamine deficiency. Like they're just like, I have to.
There's
be
something wrong
and
with every
live.
streamer I've ever met.
But two, like in their head, if they feel like if they aren't live, they're wasting time.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Like why would I go do this thing if I could just be live?
Yeah, because they could always be like that's the most profitable thing for them, right? Is just to like keep streaming.
And they're afraid of like, well, if I don't stream for a day, is my
then they fall off.
Yeah, someone else is gonna come in. Like I gotta go. And dude, that mentality is like, it's so bad.
It's crazy.
I've seen the effects on it on like certain people that I've met where I'm like, holy, you need like a trip.
Yeah.
Like for a year.
A drastic intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's hard.
I mean, you guys are all like, I do not consider myself a YouTuber in any classical sense, even if like I have a show on the internet. You guys are like, in my head, you're YouTubers.
Yeah. I think we're pretty classic.
A lot of the times we are YouTubers. Yeah, a lot
do
of
you
the time.
do you stream ever? No.
You're kind of a weird case. There's not a whole lot of
I show up for the show and don't do anything else,
Like so you're basically you kind of like came out of Ludwig. Like he's sort of your mom, right?
Just births.
Like, right.
Like it was kind of like a seahorse birth.
You guys
at a
knew
young
each
age
other.
Of 20 years old.
You knew each other before.
I knew him before he was streaming or doing YouTube or anything. Yeah.
And it was like all like film stuff, right?
No, we met through playing Super Smash Brothers Melee for the
Nintendo
GameCube.
Who do you main?
Wait,
I made Falco.
On the GameCube.
Okay.
On the GameCube, yeah.
Was this like network? No, this was like friends, like in middle school or something.
No, we both went to tournaments.
Okay, tournaments.
So we both competed in Super Smash Brothers.
Wow.
And the story goes that there was a tournament in Southern California at my college when I was in college, called the Bigger Balk. It was called that because there used to be a tournament called the Balcony, which was at like a house like this actually.
Yeah.
Looks exactly like this.
Kind of shitty and
like I like to tell
Kind of
people
a
the only thing you need to
dumpster.
know is that their decorations on the walls were the boxes of Burger King chicken fries. After they finished them,
Nice.
they would staple them to the wall.
We should do that.
And
That would
was-
fit right into
That was all their
this.
decorations.
Well, they need to pay us, but we could totally do that if they paid us.
I mean,
to
we
do that.
actually we had real mice at one point.
You probably find some back here.
Yeah.
if
What do
you
you
go
mean
to
at
the-
one point?
I got rid of all the food because there was rats.
but the rats
Dude,
left.
I was like,
you have so much money, probably.
Yeah.
no, no.
No one who's broke goes, we should make an event.
That's where all the money went.
Okay, yeah, after. And so for this event, we used to call our old house we lived in the piss and shit house,
Right.
and it was just like
The big house?
No, way before that.
Okay.
This is before Ludwig was streaming, before I knew him.
Okay.
And
When it might actually have been a piss and shit house.
yeah, literally, our downstairs toilet didn't work, but everyone would come over and use it
Oh,
because
Piss
they
and
never read the
shit.
sign that said "Do not piss or shit." in the
Dude, you
house.
gotta like
see.
saran wrap the toilet. shut at that
Yeah,
point.
well, we were in college, we were lazy. This house famously once. Oh my god, my friend who was living there, he was like, he's from Australia, and he comes in, and he's like, in his accent, he's like, so your wall's hot. And I'm like, what do you
So
mean?
your
He's
wall's
like,
hot.
I'm not. He's like, if you touch it,
So
and
your
it
wall
burns
was-
your
wall
hand
was
hot. And I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
So I go over, I touch the wall, I'm like,
It's hot.
Yeah, it's
be
hot.
damned,
It's
it was
a hot
hot. It was a hot
wall.
wall. And so I put my ear up to it, and I hear.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's water or fire.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we need to hit this wall with a hammer and find out what's behind there.
Yes, dude, you are a scientist.
Yeah, so we break it open, and our hot water pipe from the street burst and was just dumping into our house.
And the wall was
The
just
wall was
hot.
containing
filling with
Not
hot
wet.
water.
The wall was not wet yet, but it was burning hot from the heat of like the hottest water. At our house. So we call our landlord, who at the time lived in China and never ever helped with our home. And we said,
Well,
hey,
yeah,
the
'cause it
wall,
costs him.
we said, hey, the wall's hot. You got anything for that? And he was just like, like I'll see what I can do. So the next day, he sends the city to shut our water off.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And at
That's a
the
good
time,
solution.
we were having a bunch of people in town for the Smash tournament that was in town. So we had 9 boys, 1 house, no water.
The piss and shit
That
house.
sounds like a reality TV
For
show pitch
three-
on Fox from the
For
90s.
3 full
9
days.
boys, no water,
no toilet.
one house.
Lots of
Yeah.
poop.
One jar.
You won't believe where they decided to shit.
just your average Smash Bros tournament, honestly.
Yeah. And so we had no water. And so
Not that they would have showered anyways.
so my buddy Nick, who is actually fast forward to now Ludwig's assistant, was like, hey, can I come to town and stay at your house for this event? And can I bring my friends? And we were like, sure. And one of his friends he brought was Ludwig. And we all went to this event together. And we played. Have you played Mafia before?
Yeah.
So the first day I ever met Ludwig, we played a game of Mafia. And there, when you all put your heads down at nighttime, and then the moderator will say like, all right, if you are the medic, look at me, and you'll look up. So Ludwig had a bit where he would drop his pants and spread his ass cheeks in the night. In the night, so that whoever the nurse was would be like, oh, and then he would know who the nurse is, and then he would kill the nurse. And so I wake up in the night and I look, right into the eye of Sauron,
Right.
and I instantly knew me and this guy are gonna get along.
Beautiful story of friendship.
And so, fast forward a little bit, not to make the story long, but fast forward a little bit more. He goes like, his big dream was he wanted to come to LA and be a late night talk show host.
Mhm.
And so he came to LA.
And he started that by showing people his
He came,
ass.
to, he came to LA and instead worked at a vape company. And then we were working at the events company. Me and Slime were working at the events company I was talking about. And then we were like, hey, what if we all moved in together? We have like weirdly similar kind of goals.
Right.
And then he got fired from the vape company while we lived together. And he was like,
doing what?
he was just the company just like, I think with the shit or something.
Okay.
And then he was just like, I think I'm going to try to be a streamer. And we were like,
Whoa.
are you going to pay rent next month?
I like this is how you know that people who stream do it because they just don't want to work.
Yeah. And my whole life opinion was formed right there. Yeah. And then we got a house together. We started living together. We also flooded that house.
In a different new way?
Yeah, our laundry machine broke, but but our laundry machine was the first story. We all lived on the second story. And then one day we went downstairs and the whole house was a foot high of water. The whole bottom story. And we shoveled all of it out of the house, and then we moved, and then we never told the landlord.
When Michael and I were living together, the house was kind of unmaintained as well. Like it was a nice house, but there was a bunch of old crap, and the landlord sucked. But I think the owner died, And so it got handed to the estate, whoever was managing the estate, and they did nothing. And so like it had a washer and dryer upstairs and downstairs. Like it was a pretty, because there was like 4 of us.
Yeah, PlayStation and Xbox.
I know. And it also was not in LA, so it was a little bit cheaper.
Okay. You like that? I'm learning.
Yeah. LA's too expensive.
You're into that.
And the washer downstairs was like, had to be like 25 years old. And I think like a repair guy came because it was broken. He was like, we got to get a new board for it, but it's so old you can't get them, blah, blah, blah. And he had like moved it a little bit, and moving it had like shifted, just put a little bit of different pressure on the pipes, and the pipes were like so corroded that him doing that caused a leak. And like we had so many problems trying to get stuff fixed in the past that I was just like, I don't care. So I just called him. I said there's a leak, and then we just left the water on so we could keep using it.
I mean, if you let them know, if you told them, that's on them.
Yeah.
And so we let the water was just on for like 6 more hours, and it completely flooded one of the downstairs.
You're a maker YouTuber until you're not.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Like, this is what happens when you don't have there's no sense of urgency. And I think I just bought the Model 3, as I think Michael had bought his too at that point. No, I had bought mine. So, the power bill is going to go up, and it was at the same time. Yeah. And so when the renovation company came in to dry everything, they have all the blowers running.
Right.
And the power bill's like, of course, like several $100s. And it's definitely because of the car, not because of the blowers. But I was like, hey, the power bill is really high this month. I'm going to deduct it off the rent.
That's so clutch.
It's like my first month of electricity for the car paid
You're
for
so... That's just a classic grift. That's just like grift 101.
Proud of that.
Yeah, fuck landlords, fuck cops.
Yeah, that's basically.
That's awesome. They probably deserved it.
They did deserve it. That was like I think there were 2 or 3 water incidents. One, it was like it was raining a bunch and water was getting in the house. Then there was that one. Fuck those people.
Man. But the streamers thing not wanting to work. I think that if like anything ever happened to my YouTube channel,
would you stream?
No. First thing I would do.
You would
probably.
not stream.
Bullshit. You couldn't.
Well, I mean, what? Get a real job?
You could do
anything. What would I do?
Things.
I dropped out of college to do YouTube.
Like
I have no
radio
skills.
covers. You could steal the.
What do you guys have?
Yeah, you could take the catalytic converters out from under Priuses.
Yeah, you could steal copper out of people's walls.
Actually,
you know how to do that. You've got
maybe I could
skills.
do that. Could I rent your Sawzall? I'll give you like a quarter of a catalytic converter every day.
Yeah, that's
quarter.
I think that's
what's all your highest credentials like not like your YouTube plaque, but like if you had to go get a real job. What is your highest credential you have?
Like formal education or what I would tell them?
Like disappointingly
either
high,
like formal education or like a certificate of some kind or like achievement in the past or like what is your most?
I would say I used to have a very successful YouTube channel.
I got a 35 on the ACT.
Is that good?
That's pretty good. The highest you can get is a 36.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay,
35.
Wow. That's
so how did you cheat?
Room for improvement then.
So here's how I cheated. I read a bunch of information that I remembered, and then some of that information was used on the test.
You're not allowed to do that. Right?
And because I remembered it, I was able to write that information back down.
That is literally the definition of cheating.
From when I read it previously.
That is actually cheating.
Yeah, why don't you just?
That's how I got it. That's how all the other kids, they didn't look up shit and their scores were bad.
So you're saying that you knew all the answers already?
Yeah, because I had looked at them in the weeks leading up to it.
How do you live with yourself?
And I remembered what the answers were.
You're excited for hell?
Yeah.
I am, yes.
Cool.
I think it's better company.
Nice.
What's the statute of limitations on cheating on your
God, I hope it's more than however many years it's been.
What's the Statue of Liberty got to do with this?
I think she's got the Second Amendment. That's the one where we get the guns.
No, that's what's the first one?
I think it's you can't lie.
What's the third one?
You can't cheat and you can't steal.
We went to Hank Green's comedy show after he was on the podcast, and we were filming, and the security guard comes up to us, and he's like, "You can't film here. It's private property." And then Buddy was like, "What do you say? The First Amendment? What's the first best of free speech, right?" What's the first one?
Yeah,
is it? I think it's free speech. The first, that's not amendment. That's like the first thing, right? That's in the Constitution.
Bill of Rights.
Bill of Rights. Yeah, that's the one. Oh my God, we're Googling it. Fuck. Okay.
This is a learning lesson for everybody.
I think it's the first one in the Bill of Rights, which is like the commandments for the U.S.
What's
the Ten
Congress shall
Commandments.
make no
No, that's an
laws.
amendment. It wasn't an amendment. That was like the first one. The Bill of Rights
Yeah.
was the first thing, and then they added amendments to it.
The first one was
Yeah.
free speech, and they were like, we should change that.
Yeah, let's amend that one.
And then the guy,
let's try free speech this time.
the guy's like, oh, it's not. I don't have any control of private property. And then we're like,
I mean,
what do you think
no,
about the Second Amendment? And he was like, no comment. And we're like, what about the Third Amendment?
No, you're still googling amendment. It's
called
Bill of Rights.
Well, I
No,
think
the
it's
Second Amendment. What's the fucking amendment, dude? Does it matter? Even nobody even knows what the other ones are.
Before
the fourth
Bill
one
of Rights
is search and
amendment.
seizure. The fifth
No,
one, eighth.
It's still First Amendment.
Same.
It's all this. It protects freedom of speech. Oh, I guess that is the First Amendment.
Yeah.
What's the
I don't
Third
fucking
Amendment?
know.
I don't know.
Does anyone
what
have
the
any idea what the Third Amendment is?
No.
Why does no one give
Wait,
a
let's
shit
guess.
about anything after 2?
Let's see.
The
All right, we have to
right
guess.
to
Covet your wife.
the right to arm bears.
Yeah.
No soldier shall
Oh,
entitle-
quartering
Oh, I thought that was
soldiers.
the-
That's why.
I thought that was the
'cause
fifth
People
one.
don't do that anymore.
Fifth one is
how
Searching-
the fuck I live
the
in my
what?
house?
Oh, I
Tell me
plead
that.
the fifth.
Tell me that, Google. How do
What
I live
about
in my
I
own
plead the
house?
How do I?
sixth.
Am I a soldier?
What did I just
What if
invoke
it's a
by
child
pleading the
soldier?
sixth?
are we doing the talking thing with everybody?
The 6th of.
I
It just
know.
happens when
Right
it
of a fair
happens, buddy.
trial.
This is
In
still
trial by
just
jury.
whatever it is.
Oh, jury.
If you- if-
Criminal
I got this. If you guys
prosecutions.
could add an amendment,
Yeah.
Okay.
what would it be?
The right to dual wield.
Oh, okay. So it's like to cover to
Like
double
anything?
the
Wait,
Second
the
Amendment.
right to drive any speed I want.
Do you think the right to bear arms doesn't include dual wielding?
I didn't think
Just
that.
to be
I'm
safe,
stupid. I
just
don't
to be
know anything
safe.
other than I like the Second Amendment. I'm really dumb.
Okay.
I think it's
I
very
know-
clear.
I'd put another Second Amendment in.
I would put a
Just to
second
make it more
Second
clear.
Amendment. The Second Squared Amendment.
2A.
Also, you could
What
bear
part of
arms
shall not
twice.
be infringed did you think I meant?
You have 2 bear arm slots.
My amendment every
Okay, yeah,
Thursday,
2 slots.
everyone gets a free ice cream cone from McDonald's.
Cool. All right. So it's like if I was asking you when you were a child, it's kind of
Yeah.
what you might say.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
My amendment is all clouds look like Batman.
Oh, that's a good one. Because
Uh,
then everyone would have to. That hold up in court and shit. I would probably do like an electoral college thing. I don't know what's better. I would do whatever's better than the electoral college.
I vote universal basic income.
Universal.
Boo.
Oh, UBI.
Dude, that's
Ah.
boring.
Paid right now.
I would.
Oh, buddy. Poor buddy.
How many amendments are there?
What's 40?
13?
What's the next one?
Wow.
What-
Do you realize that like if any one of us had to take a citizenship test and
27.
fail,
Oh yeah, I don't deserve this.
there's
Yeah, I think you were right. You
The
said
27
28th.
amendment. The 28th
So the 28th
amendment
amendment
is
would be
Buddy gets paid to be producer instead of not getting paid anything to be the
They
producer.
should make the evil Bill of Rights.
Ooh.
It's just all the opposite.
I've got
mirror,
I've got
the
2.
anti-rights.
The right.
the Bill of
reverse
Lefts.
rights.
I want to add 2.
The
I
Bill
got
of
2
Wrongs.
amendments. Number 1, everybody gets a get out of jail free card when they're born. It's a part of their social
Oh
security.
yeah, everyone
card.
gets one murder. How about
Yeah.
that?
It's like,
Oh,
look,
one
look,
anything.
Look, women can't vote, but no one has a gun.
Right. Oh wait, that's an amendment, right?
Yeah, suffrage, right?
Why did you search
13th,
North
maybe?
Korea?
Is that 13th?
Do you think? All right, wait.
13th Amendment. Test me.
If you were a woman, would you
Suffrage.
trade the right to
Universal
vote for the
suffrage.
right to kill one person scot free in your life?
Slavery.
I don't feel qualified to answer that question.
Did women get the right to vote before slaves got their freedom?
13th Amendment, either. Oh,
Child of
13th
chicken
Amendment
or an egg.
slavery.
I think so.
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
like the
they didn't,
Abraham
I don't
Lincoln
think.
one,
Wait, is
right?
it-
They
Wait,
were 17th,
is
I
it-
think.
Dude, everyone's gonna think we're
17th
stupid
or
for not knowing
19th.
this, but this is way too many
Nineteenth.
rules to
19th
remember.
Amendment was women's
it was a
suffrage.
teenth. I knew
What's
it
the
was a teenth.
26th Amendment?
That's very vague, though. That could be anywhere from
What's
13
the last-
to
No one's ever
19.
read that far.
I know. I didn't even know there was 26.
it's-
The right of the United citizens who are 18
Thou-
years of age
18,
to
the
vote.
voting age of 18.
Thou shalt dig 13
Because that
down
was
for
literally
diamond.
like the fucking Vietnam War was because you couldn't vote until you were 21, but you could be drafted when you're 18.
I
So
would
the
change. I would
amendment
my
changed
27. Wait, it was 27 amendments. Or 26.
27.
27.
So
What's
the
the
27th
27th
for me would be I would change the right to vote to I don't know, like 3 years old. Or something.
57.
I would change the draft age, voting age, drinking age, smoking age down to 3 years.
12. Oh, 3.
Yeah. Less regulation.
Yeah.
You know, I say clean slate.
What is
Right.
this?
Start from
We can make
scratch.
the election a slam dunk contest.
Right.
Instead.
Yeah.
No
Actually,
law
that-
varying the compensation for
You'd
the
have a
services
lot
of the
fewer old
senators and
presidents.
representatives shall take effect until an election of representatives shall have intervened.
What does that mean?
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Maybe if I read it again, we'll figure it out.
This is
no
about
law
them giving
varying
themselves
the
raises.
compensation for the
Shall take into
services
election.
of the senators and representatives shall take effect.
Oh, so
until an
no
election of
law
repre-
can change how much senators and representatives get paid
in their current term.
until an election shall have intervened.
I think
Is
it's
that
like-
just to freeze their pay? Like,
Is
we
this a
can't-
scam?
Oh, like you can't lower our pay while we're still in office,
Or
sort of a
you can't
thing?
raise your own pay during that.
Oh, here, any
session.
law that increases or decreases the salary of members of Congress may only take effect after the next election. Yeah, so it's like you can't lower our salaries while we're in office.
They
It can
snuck- they
only take
snuck that
effect
one
next
in.
time.
That's an amendment.
Well, because we don't know about it, so yeah,
There's
they
no-
snuck that one in.
There's no way the American people were like, they were like, and no more slavery. It was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also-
And it's like, also, senators and their pay.
Yeah, just us, just the senators though, not like any other job.
Wait, is this-
Greg the senator stands up. Yeah.
1789.
Great year.
Wait, is that
no,
the last
that
one?
can't be right. No, that
What
that
was the
doesn't make any
25th
sense.
Amendment?
That couldn't be, because the
You're gonna learn today, chat.
26th Amendment was very recent.
You're about to learn some
The
history.
27th Amendment feels like something that would have happened recently.
When your
Yeah.
ACT question comes around, what is the
1992.
25th
Wait,
Amendment?
1992.
I love all the ones that are
Wait,
actual.
it was proposed in 1789 and ratified in 1992.
Damn.
Holy
What
they
are
had
we
fuck.
doing? That's like 200
They had
years.
to think about it.
It took 203 years. At least they waited.
Is there like an actual reason that we just don't understand?
I
Like,
think they were just sitting on it. They're like, "Oh, this sounds really good, but let's wait 200 years before we do it because it's pretty sleazy."
is it
Oh,
like
man.
just trying to make sure that you can't like bork people before something? I mean, that would make sense. Like you're trying to put pressure on people.
But I think it's literally just so that like their pay throughout their term is like secured. Like you couldn't like do a kind of reverse Uno halfway through or something.
That I feel like could make sense.
There might have been some kind of scandals like the year before where like senators were voting to raise their pay. Like, yeah, let's vote to raise their pay. Okay, sign it into law. Done.
Do they ever vote to?
And then
lower
it's like
their
an
pay?
infinite money glitch, really. So somebody had to stop that.
Wait, who was in 92? Was that Bush or Clinton by then? I don't remember.
It's not, I don't.
I was not born.
That was
Oh my
that was
God,
that was
fuck.
Clinton.
Is that
So-
Clinton
Because
92?
Bush was 2000.
My knowledge starts at
One.
1996.
My knowledge starts way later than that.
Wait, what do
how
you
long was
remember about
Clinton president
9/11?
for?
Pooping my pants.
Where
Well,
a lot
that's
of
still
people,
Bush senior.
a lot of people have that memory on 9/11.
I cannot believe they made us go to school.
I remember. I remember. it
Wait, they
being,
made you go to school?
Yeah.
I was in school and they didn't let us go home.
What?
Yeah, because I was
That's
on the
the
East
opposite.
Coast.
They forced you to go to school.
I think my school, we went home a little earlier than normal. Everyone was really happy about that.
I remember.
you-
I remember thinking Mark Wahlberg would have fucking stopped this.
Marky Mark.
Him or Seth MacFarlane. Those are the two people, right?
Liam Neeson?
But they were supposed to be on the flight.
They were actually.
Oh,
I didn't know that one.
They
I
actually
didn't know
were?
that.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, Seth MacFarlane would have busted out his Family Guy voice, and the whole
Mark
thing would have
Wahlberg
ended.
famously said, "I could have prevented this."
Really?
I
This is, you know, year.
didn't Mark Wahlberg.
If he has the balls to say that, he has the balls to stop a team
This
of
is fucking
hijackers.
true.
Didn't
I'm not
Mark,
making this
Mark
up.
Wahlberg also told everyone to invest in crypto too, though. So
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg. You know about his sleep schedule?
no,
It's so fun not being on my podcast.
Tell us about
Because
Mark
they know
Wahlberg,
all of
Steve.
it.
Tell
I don't
us
know
about
this.
Mark Wahlberg.
I'm so uninvested in Mark
Look,
Wahlberg.
Fortunately for the terrorist, he took a different flight a week earlier and wasn't able to prevent the 9/11 attacks. Mark Wahlberg wakes up every
I like
day.
it's plural, like him stopping one of the planes.
Can you look up Mark Wahlberg's sleep
He
schedule?
would have stopped all of them
So
because he would have hijacked one of the planes that he was on and then used it to crash into the other
the
plane.
only way
Sacrificing
Mark
himself
Wahlberg
for the
could
United
have
States of
stopped
America.
9/11 is with a team of like
Is with his
300
own
special
9/11.
effects artists.
Mark Wahlberg. So he actually he's said to wake up before this too, but goes to bed at 8, wakes up at 4.
Is
4
he like,
p.m.
you know who
4
else has that
a.m.,
sleep schedule? My
4:30
94-year-old grandpa.
He said in a TikTok that he wakes up at 2 a.m. sometimes.
Why?
He makes TikToks about staying blessed up.
That's
Mark
being-
Wahlberg
That's
makes
diagnosable.
being prayed
That's a
up.
medical condition.
He makes TikToks.
Yeah,
Does he try to convince people that 1 + 1 or 0 + 0 = 1 too? Like that's
I think he does a lot of trying to reverse the. You know, if you go to his, you ever looked at the controversy section?
Is he
of his
crazy?
wiki?
Is he
Uh-huh.
kind of crazy?
He has multiple hate crimes.
Oh yeah, I've heard about those.
I think
yeah.
he's trying to get all of us to like be like, but like watch the other guys.
Yeah, he like
Right.
blinded some like Asian shopkeeper at some point.
He said slurs to a Vietnamese man. I
Yeah.
think assaulted him too.
Oh,
yeah.
He's religious too.
Yeah, among that.
I didn't
I'm
know
not
that.
racist. I'm religious.
I have valid points.
Yeah.
So my parents are from Dorchester, where the Wahlbergs are from.
Yeah.
They
Uh-huh.
went to school together.
They could have
did.
stopped 9/11.
Yeah, they definitely could have.
Wahlbergs were pieces of shit.
The Wahlbergs are pieces of shit.
Yeah, my dad got beat up by Donnie
hell of a
Whoa.
fucking hell of
Was
a
your
burger, though.
dad a terrorist
Whoa.
in 9/11?
No, because he got his ass kicked by a Whalberg.
This was like 19.
Dude, we need to get some retribution,
Wait, so the
some
Whalbergs
reparations from Marky Mark.
Yeah, we
is
should
he the first
beat the
famous
shit out of the
Whalberg?
Wahlbergs.
I mean, there's like 5 or 7 Whalbergs.
Are they? Who's like? Are they successful before this, or are they just Whalbergs before this? They're all actors. Are you sure when your dad got his ass kicked, they weren't just pretending to kick his ass?
God, I mean, I wish I was a Wahlberg.
I know.
Why have
You
you
just
so
go
much-
around.
To be a fly.
Have
You
you
just
so
go
much-
around.
To be a fly.
You put Mark Wahlberg in a time machine with a wallet. They got combined.
I actually didn't even know there was other Wahlbergs. I thought he just sort of appeared, some sort of like crawled out of
Have
a
you ever
swamp.
dreamed this man?
Walk
How
straight.
many Wahlberg? 9 siblings?
That's
6.
fucked up.
That's how I
6
know this
brothers
shit.
and 3 sisters.
That's how I know.
Oh, their eldest sister
Yeah,
Debbie
that's
died
yeah.
in 2003. Holy fuck!
That's how you know their father was a
From-
truck
from-
driver.
I never knew he
From
was
Heartbreak
religious
after
though.
9/11.
A lot of
Wow,
times
yeah,
they're-
because they could have stopped it.
could have
They
stopped
could
it.
have prevented
Broke
it.
This was
their
our
heart.
fault. Mark, why did you do nothing? 9
Wow.
Wahlbergs. I think nothing good comes from having like.
Have you ever been to a
9
Wahlburgers?
siblings. I have.
No.
Hell of a
Is that
burger.
actually there?
Yeah, it's a Mark
Yeah,
Wahlberg's
Wahlburgers.
burger.
Yeah,
Wahlburgers,
I've been there.
Yeah.
You guys know nothing of Wahlberg.
No,
Burger.
I've
I've
been here.
intentionally
What do
steered
you
away
fucking
from
make?
Wahlburger.
Is Mark Wahlberg circumcised?
I don't know that one.
Probably.
I would.
How
That's the first
big
thing I would ask him.
Are his balls?
First thing I would ask is.
Oh, Google that shit.
First thing I would ask is, are you circumcised? Second thing I would ask is, how specifically would you have stopped 9/11?
Right.
Yeah. And
How-
are the two related somehow?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
There we
Do you
go,
understand
there
the
we
men
go,
that did
yeah.
9/11 were not Vietnamese?
Uncircumcised celebrities? Oh,
Whoa.
no. Mark Wahlberg is intact, but pretends to look circ by keeping his short foreskin retracted.
Oh, I don't. Well,
All right,
no,
that's
don't
not a
click on
real-
that. Don't click
that's
on that.
not a
Don't
real
click on that.
fact.
Don't click on that. Don't
That's
click on that.
We're spreading,
That's a fetish.
we're
100%.
spreading
That's 100% a
misinformation
fetish
and
website.
jerk off
And
material
there's like an
right
email
now.
address.
Yeah.
in that-
Censored.
in that
It's
description.
like,
What? Ew! Just like that video.
what's
Kevin found the other day.
what is that website?
No. No.
I mean, who has a circumcision subdomain?
No.
Who doesn't?
At least it's not dot pizza.
If you Google something and there's under 1 million results on Google,
Bad.
it's probably not worth knowing. It's
Tom-
probably a question not worth exploring further.
no one else is doing this. Do Google Trends.
I
and
don't.
search
None of
Mark
these
Wahlberg.
results are
Yeah,
worth
do it.
clicking. None
Yeah,
of these
trends.
are good.
Tom
All of these
Segura
are
on
bad.
Mark Wahlberg, famous rappers and his penis.
Yeah, but that's Tom Segura's penis. That's not Mark Wahlberg's penis. We have no interest in
boo.
that.
Man,
God. So
it's a beautiful.
when's the
world we live
last
in.
time Mark Wahlberg did hate crimes? Was that just the one time or?
I think it was decades
Fuck.
ago.
Any of his last 15 movies?
Does he still do Transformers? Or did they get somebody else?
I think he's done with that. Because the last one was new people, the Rise of the Beasts. There was new different people.
Oh,
and they
you guys are in robots and stuff. That's like the coolest movie ever for you guys.
Would-
I've only
mm,
seen
You
half
guys
of
just
it.
dream of that, like, oh fuck, robots that talk and move and kill.
Well, I was specifically
Yeah,
really
robots.
into
I like
Beast
killer
Wars.
robots. Those are kind of cool. I'm a fan.
I
Not
like the
Transformers,
robots
though.
that turn into animals the most. That's Beast
Okay.
Wars was my jam. I really like that.
You're like Pacific Rim. I'm trying to think of robot movies.
Johnny 5? Was that what is it?
Oh yeah, Short Circuit.
Short
Circuit.
Circuit?
Yeah.
His name was
I like
Johnny
Chappie.
His name was
Did you like
Johnny Five.
Chappie?
What is that?
Chappie. It's like
I
a
have not seen.
yeah, it's a
Chappie.
Chappie, right?
Yeah.
buddy?
It's
The
with the
robot?
the South African white
Yeah,
trash music
Yeah,
artist.
Kapopopia.
Is that a
Oh.
real dude?
Diane Ward?
Yeah.
With Chappie the
Diane
robot.
Diane Ward is 2 people.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but are they real?
it's
Yeah.
him and the
Like,
the
do
girl.
they like take off their like
Zed?
wigs and stuff at the end of the day,
and
or
then-
No, they're like, that's how they
that's
are.
actually how they are?
What's her
That's
name?
so-
I've heard they're pieces of shit.
I have too. I've heard that too. Actually,
They
I've
look
seen
like
there's
pieces of
videos
shit.
of him like
Why are
Doing
we
hate
like
crimes?
I don't
There's
know.
a
I've never
trailer?
heard of this movie.
We're gonna get copyright flag again.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
Chappie. It was after like District 9,
Wait,
right?
this whole
Yeah,
movie
made by
on
the
this-
same
oh,
guy,
it's a
Neil
trailer.
Blomkamp.
Neil Blomkamp. Yeah.
He used to follow me on Twitter, and then he stopped. I was so
What did-
happy
what did
that
you
he
tweet?
followed me.
What did you tweet?
I
What did
maybe
you
I
tweet?
just
He tweeted Neil Blomkamp
I don't think I
sucks
tweeted
ass. Eat my
you
ass.
do
Neil
suck.
Blomkamp. Neil
Release
Blomkamp.
release Oats Volume 2, please.
What?
What?
Oats Studios. You know
Oat Studio.
the
Oh,
little
yeah,
anthology
yeah.
series. This guy is my favorite director.
You know any other Mark
It's-
Wahlberg facts? I like this. Deep dives into celebrities that are just sort of weird and never gonna.
We had a huge Mark Wahlberg kick. We
Yeah.
were really into him. Yeah, we had a Jesse Eisenberg one too.
Oh.
Mm.
You ever seen Jesse Eisenberg's girlfriend? and his mom.
At the same time.
No,
Ah.
is it the one and the same person? Have they ever been seen in the same room
Look,
together?
I don't want to bring this all back up because
Let's
we
do
went
this.
here, but they look shockingly similar.
Interesting.
But not the
Wait,
same.
what
No,
the
no,
fuck are you
no.
looking up, buddy?
Yeah, don't click that link.
That
either.
is no good.
Wife and mom is the Google. Mom, wife, and then pictures. Images. Go to images.
Okay. Oh, here it is on your
That's literally
subreddit.
us.
That's your subreddit.
Oh
That's the
my
first result.
god!
Wait,
Well, wow.
Wait, who's?
Which one is?
What am I looking at? I don't really understand these pictures, and I don't like them at all.
I'm not.
Ah,
Oh,
Pinterest.
Pinterest.
Ugh.
I hate.
Yeah. What are we looking
What am I
at?
Dude, Pinterest is a
No, get out of
scourge on the
Pinterest.
internet. This is
I'd rather not
horrible.
know the answer and not be in Pinterest.
Interesting. Engineers don't like Pinterest.
Pinterest is cancer.
It's like, why couldn't I just get the full size picture? How hard is that? Pinterest, show it to me. Give me the full size picture. Give me the source. Where did you find it?
Anyway,
You know, it's familiar.
it's
makes
alleged
them
that's slime
safe. Makes
from
them
our
feel safe.
podcast.
We should not do tier lists.
We should do the last one we did was a cancer tier list, so it really
That was
is-
mostly Hank though. None of us were qualified.
You brought it up. You
Yeah.
brought up the
Wait,
cancer
did you
tier
actually
list.
do
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
And
we
Hank-
made Hank Green
did a
rank
great
cancers.
job. I thought it'd be a good idea, and it was. I think that we learned a lot about different things.
That'd be a really good thumbnail and title.
I learned a lot, and I think the people listening to it learned a lot. Unless Hank didn't know about some, we didn't know about a couple of them.
Yeah,
He didn't know about a
I told
couple
you
of
guys this
them.
off camera, but we just had him on our show, and I asked him, "Hey, you just did safety third, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "How was it?" And he thought for maybe a second, and he goes, "Dumb."
Yeah, which I mean, given the whole range of answers he could have given, dumb is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
dumb is
It's no evil.
Better than bad. And it's-
really.
Yeah.
I
It's
think
goofy. It's kind of it's
no
goofy.
dumb is the best
Dumb is
outcome I
right
think
up-
we could have hoped
if
for.
you could scroll up on this tier list, dumb would be
Yeah.
next.
Yeah. If he said
Be
good,
dumb.
if he said good, that's like the okay.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
like how are you doing today? You could be like dying inside, and you're like, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
So
Good.
dumb is like a huge win. I think.
How are you doing today? Oh, I'm dumb.
I'm dumb. I'm
Pretty
feeling
dumb today.
Yeah.
I'm feeling dumb.
I don't know. I just want to be, because like you guys will just make videos like, I attached a vacuum to a
To a
gun.
flush
With
Oh,
my
yeah.
dick.
The dick. I sucked.
I sucked my dick. that's all I did.
which brand of vacuum cleaner gives the best suck, does the best suck job?
Vacuum cleaner tier list.
Vacuum cleaner tier list. You've never
You-
seen like the themed fleshlights?
Well, no.
There's
Bug life.
like the Bugs Life fleshlight.
He's like, oh, I got a rare one
that's
for.
wrong.
You've never seen that.
No,
You've
I've
never
seen
wanted
it.
to
There's
fuck
actually-
a
there's one
giant
buried
You know
caterpillar?
what's
somewhere in
beautiful
here.
about culture is we can share it with others.
Right.
I'm
Or
learning so
not.
much. I'm teaching so much.
How
We
do you
can also
not know
not-
about
How
this?
do you not know?
How
about
do you not? You know so many things, and how is this
You
not
know
one
about-
of them?
Oh my god.
How have you not seen this?
Can I show you guys?
Someone made us one, and it's in this pile, and we don't know where.
Do I have the power to send an image and have it put up there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Probably.
Yeah, I think you have to be on the Wi-Fi.
You need to email it to me.
Email.
It's a PC. I don't
He's 34.
Um,
I'm gonna go look for
basically
Heimlich.
dead.
Heimlich.
Yeah,
know.
pretty much.
I'm gonna look for
Or you can DM it to me on Instagram.
He's not, dude. He's in the. You're not gonna find him.
think
I
have
don't
to
know where the
tear
fuck
this
he
thing
is.
apart to find
He was
Heimlich.
on a shelf.
That's exactly what someone would say who just shredded Heimlich when we weren't looking.
Alan's just trying to
Look, you're definitely not gonna find him back there. Okay.
And if you did, I wouldn't touch him.
wait, you're not logged into like Discord or anything?
No, this is just our crappy $200 computer. I bought this computer on Amazon for $200.
Can you look at my Instagram? Actually, it's on there. I want to show you my favorite photo of myself.
Kevin's going to look for.
There's just like an
Helmholtz.
ass
I'm gonna
behind us.
piss.
Oh my god. Hold on. This is called forced perspective in photography.
yeah. Oh shit, he's looking.
And then my last post. And scroll to the right. Keep going. Keep going. There it is. No, go back on.
What is this? What is this?
So that is
What is that straw?
that is a bendy straw in a fleshlight.
What's in it? A drink?
That's what I'll
Or
have to
my
leave that to
imagination.
your imagination.
The perspective thing makes it's exactly what it looks like.
No, that was me squeezing your butt on the camera when you were in the background.
Oh, okay.
That was different.
Okay, so you've got.
So we
where is this?
You guys know Amaranth.
Yes.
So we actually made a joke on one of our episodes
Mhm.
that we would like to create a fleshlight and sell it.
Right.
And then she liked the idea so much we actually did it. So we manufactured the Amaranth fleshlight,
Yeah. Okay.
and this was us when we got one of the samples.
Yeah, one of my old jobs used to be right next to a sex toy factory.
Really?
Yeah.
And I thought it would be hilarious to put a straw in one. Until I did it. And I pretty immediately felt shame.
You found him.
What is that?
This is
No! You found him?
somebody. Look at what happened. One of the ticklers fell off.
Oh no! I bet a rat ate it.
The paint is all.
I bet a rat did eat it.
I can't
I
believe
bet-
you found him.
It says fuck the caterpillar.
Yeah, that was what we were supposed to do. When
You
when
guys
it
are
got
on
here.
a list somewhere.
We didn't make that.
Fuck it.
We opened the
General
package.
Ugo
though.
did. Thanks.
Can I?
Yeah, you can go
Is there
for
a
it.
rat in here?
Probably.
There might be a dead rat in there.
Oh, somebody's been nibbling. Somebody ate all the paint
I
off
think
of it.
I think a rat
The
did
rat
far
ate
worse
all
things
the
to that.
paint off of its face.
Oh
Wait.
no!
Has anyone used it?
No, the mouth
No.
is far too big.
Not that we know of. Not that anyone's willing to admit.
I bet the rats did.
I'm fitting in here. I'm getting it in. Look, I'm on a desert island. I figure out. I get in that hole.
Do you guys' listeners send you anything like this?
We don't allow it.
Oh,
You're missing out.
now that makes
There's
sense.
no pleasure with this. It's so like
The durometer.
Yeah, it's the wrong type of rubber.
that is just. You know what? Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you hold it. You guys fucking rule, man. I gotta go back to
That's
my.
the first time anyone said
I
that
gotta go
after
back to my
seeing this
piece of shit
caterpillar.
friends.
This is a maker podcast.
I go back to my friends. I'm like, hey, what'd you do today? He's like, oh, I played video games.
for 13 hours.
You guys, you have bug
Fleshlight.
toys.
This is a maker podcast, so my question is, how do you make a custom fleshlight? That's what you guys did.
We worked with a manufacturer that manufactures fleshlight. We did it the
That's
right way.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so we-
good.
A lot like you know what? I don't know. I guess that's I don't have any more questions.
That's really all it is you take a mold.
Okay, who does that? Who does that? Part?
The company that makes the fleshlight.
So
I think they have like a doctor.
you just show it's like a doctor's appointment.
A guy dressed like Dr. Mario comes in the room. I have
You mean a doctor?
So I have a stethoscope, so this is my job.
Wait, so she did that?
This is yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was not there.
I didn't think she had
I was not,
the
it was,
balls.
it was
Did
all
it-
very appropriate. We did it, with her. It was a
Right.
joint effort. We did not do it. We We hired the correct
Right.
company to do this. job,
Okay.
And then we sold them.
I love the idea
You
of
sold
starting
them,
a
so
business.
she gave you her likeness.
Well, we
Did you-
helped her.
Was a
produce them.
lawyer
Okay.
involved?
How do you?
Uh,
Are they gone?
I don't know. This was all fun until I met her, and then
And then you're like,
and then
Yeah.
it just crossed into weird,
Uh-huh.
and I was just like, I don't want to see.
Did you meet her before or after the straw
I met her
picture?
before that picture. the funny kind of outweighed the discomfort, but then I was like, I don't think I should show her. I'm not close enough with her where I could be like, hey, Kate, here's this fun image.
So this was like how long ago? This was like 3 weeks ago?
Oh, I know. I took that like a year ago, but
Okay.
It took me about a year to summon the courage to put it
Okay.
online.
So how many did she sell?
You know, people do far worse to
lot.
those.
A bunch. It did,
Okay.
I'm assuming it did great.
Yeah.
Some-
I have to tell my parents this is kind of what I do.
Was there were you guys you just helped with the production? So there was a
Mhm.
contract signed. So you went to a lawyer and you said that we're going to make the thing. And then the lawyer, how did the lawyer, what is the description in the legal document?
You guys know Poggers?
Yeah.
My pitch, the Pogger pussy.
No, I have not heard
Oh.
that.
Poggers is the email.
Yeah,
You're like,
I know this.
I was pitching.
Oh,
we should
yeah,
call it
yeah.
Instead of pocket pussy.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then there was too much legal with that. So we-
Wow.
So a lawyer
Because the frog is
A lawyer
sat
had to-
down
Yeah.
and did research
Yeah.
and said you can't call this rubber vagina the
Pogger
Pogger pussy.
Damn.
And I looked
And
back,
then
I looked back like this. That is precisely correct. That is what I would like to
Is this in-person lawyer or video call lawyer?
Probably online, email.
Okay. Did you ever
I'm
meet?
not I don't handle all of it. I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Wait, which poggers? Is it the frog one or the whatever guy? What's his name?
No, that's PogChamp.
PogChamp.
okay.
Okay.
That's,
right.
That's the dude.
Yes.
That's the dude who-
Canceled.
he was like, that vaccine's whack.
Yeah.
And then we were like, ooh, we should change that emote we use.
Yeah. Everybody. Yeah. Goofy guy.
Yeah. What's his? I can't believe I'm blanking on his name.
Same.
But either way, you want to fuck the face of that.
Frog.
Not that.
The frog.
The frog.
You talking about the Bugs Life one? Oh no,
No,
I
Peppo
thought
Poggers.
I thought the Poggers pussy. I thought, did I misunderstand
Well,
the
Amaranth is a
idea?
live streamer.
that
so
it was-
I thought it was clever.
The face, and then the part you fuck is the mouth.
No, I'm saying we would name this the Pogger pussy.
I
It's like a
completely
stream.
misunderstood
It's
what
like a
was
stream,
happening.
Yeah.
like a
I
stream.
think a
had
Pogger's
no idea
pussy
what
would be
was
good by
going
itself,
on.
like the frog.
I thought it was like you got to fuck the emote, like in the mouth.
Somebody
Yeah,
would buy
yeah.
it.
I'm realizing this was a bad idea to do the show.
You know, I'd like somebody. I mean, a frog one. We can do some tests. You know, review it.
We had this idea. I don't know if we ever talked
Non-sexually.
about it. Actually, it wasn't my idea. I don't think he's ever gonna do it.
Cop to it. What are you
Wait,
talking
It
Yeah.
about?
was which vegetable would make the best fleshlight mold?
Oh wait, no, that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Watermelon.
The watermelon?
Fleshlight mold?
Yeah, like the inside.
The inside of a watermelon feels like a mouth.
There you
No,
go.
but it would be like the shape of the vegetable.
No.
Yeah.
Like the cavity. in it.
Yeah.
A watermelon's like huge.
No, but you keep some of the melon.
Like a whole watermelon or like a wedge?
You put a penis-sized hole in a watermelon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest
But
of the
that's not
watermelon.
what the mold is.
No, it's the outside of the vegetable. Like if you were to stick the vegetable
Also
inside
not a
of
vegetable,
silicone.
I'm remembering.
Also that. It's like a
Wait.
carrot or
Wait.
So
A
imagine
jar-
you take the shape of the vegetable and then you cast the silicone around it.
Are we imagining like a large vegetable?
Like a carrot or
I feel
something.
like
You
you're
can
doing
shrink
this-
it down.
Like the wrong way. I think
I'm
that.
misunderstanding. I'm
Yeah.
realizing.
You
What-
were thinking of what fruit was best to fuck.
Yeah.
Not
Is that
what
not the
fruit is
Was
best
the
to
best
make
mold.
a mold of the outside
Yeah.
shape of and then fuck that mold.
So imagine you like made a mold of a fruit and then
it's
you
it's
fucked
an
the mold.
understandable
Hold on,
mistake.
so
It's a
is
misunderstanding
Is
that
the mold here? Is the mold the flashlight or the inside?
The inside
So you're saying what fruit?
would make the
Is
best
this
inside.
not just what fruit do you want to fuck? Is this not the same?
No,
question?
because it's the outside of the fruit. Because it's a negative of it.
which outside negative fruit would you
So
like to
imagine like
fuck?
you cast a carrot in like silicone and then you pull the carrot out.
Oh! Oh, okay.
Because like a watermelon.
if you were to put your like a carrot in resin,
Yes. Yeah. And,
then-
then you pull the carrot out and that's what the
you
inside
fuck
of
the
the
hole
vegetable
that's left
I would
over
say
by
a
the
bitter
carrot.
melon.
right? You would say
Which one?
A bitter
A
melon.
bitter melon?
and it can't be a fruit. It has to be. A
I mean,
vegetable.
there's not a lot
Bitter
of
melons
rules.
can be really big, Kevin. I don't.
Well,
I
you
mean,
can
I don't
scale
know
it down.
Okay.
vegetable. Well, the thing is, like banana, not a vegetable. Banana.
It's curved.
Smart
Smart thinking.
It's no, but that's the thing. It's curved. Wouldn't it
Oh,
hurt?
I don't
It's
know.
not bendy. It's just
I mean,
like,
if you encase the whole thing in
if you
like
have
metal.
the exact penis shape
Right.
and size of a banana, then
No.
you're great.
Oh wow, Kevin, that was really smart. How do you? I don't like the way that's being
Wait,
held.
that's different from the bitter melons I've seen. I've seen the green ones.
I've
yeah,
only-
like that.
I've
Yeah,
only-
that's the
they all
bitter
the
I've
same
melon.
only seen the
texture.
negative. of
Yeah,
it.
that's the negative bitter melon I'm used to fucking.
This is
Corn.
Hey, corn's very similar
yeah,
to bitter
ribbed
melon.
for his pleasure. It's kind of it's a it'd be like kind of like braille.
I think actually corn would probably work pretty well.
Yeah. Well, it might the reverse of corn though. It's kind of like a cheese grater.
Yeah. What is it? What does it say? You can read it.
Corn on the knob.
That's what you call it.
I think corn. I'm going with corn.
Corn. Yeah. Dude, we should probably
What do
we
you
probably
got?
shouldn't post any of this.
No,
Yeah,
this is
we
all
should've
going
cut it.
up.
This started with a
15
picture that
minutes
you
ago.
posted.
I look cool there.
This is the first time we've maxed out the timer. It's stuck at 99.59 because it
Oh,
can't
shit.
go to 100.
All right. Thank you guys very much for listening
That's
to this
it?
episode of the podcast.
That's it.
it.
Yeah.